Hi, I'm Jennifer Beatty, the president of the Film Lab, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to another of Film Lab's Unfinished Works screenplay readings and workshops. Just a quick reminder before we get started that this event is in two portions, a reading and then a workshop. For the workshop, you have a couple of different options. You can join a private Zoom, which will enable you to interact with the writer or writers directly. However, if you do join the Zoom, you will be live streamed and you will be recorded. So if you prefer to remain incognito and simply observe and send your comments via email, you can email them to unfinishedworks@film-lab.org for the moderators, and you can observe via Periscope, you can watch later on YouTube, or you can go to our Twitter feed, which is Twitter @ASAM Film Lab. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome. My name is Keeland and I'm one of the Film Lab's Unfinished Works co-coordinators. Film Lab is a nonprofit organization that has been working to create racial and gender parity in the entertainment media space since 1998. Unfinished Works is a program where we provide a workshop to diverse and cutting-edge new scripts as well as new screenwriters. And the script we will now read to you will be performed via actors from the Film Lab's actor directory.
Hi, I'm Ginger Ethan Chen. I'm the co-coordinator for the Unfinished Works program. I would love to introduce our cast, Jonathan Chang, Monisha Shiva, and last but not least, our narrator, Roy Koshi. Now let's begin our table read of The Stranger by J. Mehta.
Strangers, a short film by J. Mehta. Interior apartment building. Flight of stairs, Friday night. Harry Huang, male, mid-20s, Chinese-American, attentive, opens up quickly. Prisha Kapoor, female, mid-20s, Indian-American, observant, doesn't stop to smell the roses. Begin titles. We hear random chatter from the first floor hallway behind a closed door on the top of the stairs. After a few seconds, Prisha pushes open the door at the bottom of the stairs. She plants herself down on the bottom step while slumping and tapping away vigorously at her phone. She's visibly frustrated.
No rideshare points left. Great.
The door at the bottom of the stairs clicks shut. A few more seconds pass by when Harry pushes open the door at the top of the stairs. He looks around, confused. Clearly, he's looking for something or someone. He sighs.
What else is new?
Harry plants himself down at the top of the stairs, pushing his hands against his chin. He slouches further forward, looking defeated.
Ugh, why is it all the way on the other side of the block?
Harry looks up. He notices Prisha angrily placing her phone into her purse. He readjusts his mask and lifts it back up the bridge of his nose. Prisha parts her hair behind her mask. She shakes her head at the door in front of her.
Hey, are you okay?
Prisha turns her head slightly over her right shoulder. She turns more when she realizes, according to her, Harry was sitting on top of the steps this whole time.
How long have you been sitting there?
Oh, me? I just got here. I mean, I live here. I just came here looking for some people, but I couldn't find them. Not like I only live here because I'm looking for people, but they got out of my sight.
Whatever. Keep your mask on. It's sliding off.
Harry quickly readjusts his mask. His breathing becomes heavier.
Sorry about that. I need to get one of the better ones.
Like the one that actually fits your face.
One can hope.
Prisha hugs her purse. She discreetly taps her phone to check her driver's ETA.
Oh, don't worry. I won't steal from you. I mean, we're not even allowed to be in 6 feet of each other.
Do you always talk this much when you're nervous?
Wait, there's two parts to that question I don't like.
It's okay. You don't have to give me an answer.
Hold on. How long have you been sitting there?
Prisha cuts her eyes at Harry.
Oh, I'm only asking because you asked me. Isn't that fair?
Fair. What about anything is fair?
Is that a rhetorical question?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Jeez, I can leave if you want. Not even sure that you live here, though.
I heard that.
Harry jumps up.
Are you a dolphin?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Good point.
Prisha flicks at the zipper on her purse.
If you need to get back to looking for your people thing, you go do that. I like it quieter anyway.
But you still haven't answered my question.
I'm not a dog.
How long have you been sitting there?
What's it to you?
A girl, like, it just seems weird that you're alone.
Sure, you're not talking about yourself.
Yes. No. I'm weird in all settings.
I don't doubt that.
That's kind of mean, you know?
No.
Why are you so feisty?
Prisha cuts her eyes at Harry again. A more lengthy pause. Harry, head down, twiddles his thumbs, unable to decide between staying or leaving. Prisha checks her phone again. She forcefully puts it back into her purse.
Can't believe they're still drinking without me.
Harry looks up. He wonders if he should risk asking another question.
Typical though. Irony is when the shoulder to cry on gets left behind in the dust.
Did your friends ditch you too?
What? No. They didn't.
Yeah, can't really say those guys were my friends.
Who?
The guys I was looking for. They promised me after we pregame together, we would all go to an apartment party they were hosting.
Wait, how?
It's so stupid anyways. Beginning of the semester, cases are under control. I figured, why not? What's there to lose? Moved away from home, so there's no chance my family will even get it. I should have just stayed home.
Prisha looks down. Another pause.
Sounds like these guys were just using you for booze.
Wish someone would have told me that earlier.
I didn't mean it like.
It's okay. Didn't really know them until 6 hours ago.
My friends, I've known them for a while, so maybe me ditching them tonight, I thought I could make a point. Turns out, nope. Boyfriends over best friends as usual.
The shoulder to cry on gets left behind in the dust.
Yeah, story of my life.
I don't think it's funny.
There's something in there to laugh about, or at least I want there to be.
So you're here now while they're still partying.
I'm here now while they're still partying.
Jerks.
Prisha begins laughing at a low volume, then begins laughing louder. Harry's mask starts to slide down his nose again.
No, wait, I don't know. I mean, those are your friends.
I wish someone would have told me that earlier.
Harry slowly shares in Prisha's laughter, though still hesitant. They both gradually stop laughing.
You sound like you haven't laughed in a while.
Seems kind of cryptic for you to say that.
It's obvious.
Yeah, like the fact you definitely need a different mask.
Shit.
Just get some fake prescription glasses and stick them to your face.
Oh, is that a professional opinion?
Geez, no need to get so feisty.
You're right. I'm starting to sound like you.
Excuse me?
Harry breaks his hesitance and laughs while clapping.
Is this how you talk to every girl? Didn't your mother raise you right?
Whoa. Whoa. Do not even go there. My mother's a queen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
Although I do have a younger sister I can't stand. You and her would get along, actually.
And what is that supposed to mean? You know, you're rude. You're a rude dude.
You know what I mean if you had siblings.
And who says I don't?
Oh, yeah?
Brothers, and I'm the oldest.
Oh, so you know the pain.
More than you, actually.
You're probably right. No wonder you're even ruder than I am.
Not that.
No.
Harry places both his thumbs on his temples and wiggles his fingers while sticking his tongue out at Prisha.
Just like my brother when he wouldn't give me my math book back in 5th grade.
Harry stops wiggling his fingers, but his thumbs remain on his temples.
That's an oddly specific reference. You're starting to sound like me. Are you an identity thief?
Please don't flatter yourself. I pursue much more lucrative clientele.
That's your first mistake.
What?
If you were a pro, you wouldn't assume that I don't have wealth you could steal.
Do you have wealth I could steal?
Well, I certainly don't give out lessons in identity theft for free.
Then we've reached an impasse.
So wait, your brother really tried stealing your math book? That's weird.
You're the one to talk.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, well, then you two would be definitely getting along.
I would never steal from you, but your brother does sound cool.
Terrific. I'll set you guys up.
You do that?
Only after you get a mask that doesn't slide off your face every 10 seconds.
Ah, shit.
You know, it could be just the contortion of your nose.
The contortion of my nose.
Yeah.
That doesn't answer my question.
Look, everyone's nose is different, so if the bridge of the nose...
Prisha's phone buzzes. She checks it.
Oh, my driver is here.
Your driver.
Yeah, I ordered a Lyft when I got here. Almost forgot about it.
Oh, Lyft. Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense. Is it a long ride back for you?
Not really. Only 15 minutes walking distance. I just didn't really want to take that long for me to get home.
Right. I'm sure your friends will text you back. They have to.
They did actually. I've just been ignoring them.
Oh, cool.
Hey, maybe you'll run into your friends again.
Prisha grabs her purse and slings a strap over her right shoulder.
I hope not. I'd either freeze up or yell at them.
Prisha walks backward to the door behind her.
You'd probably freeze up.
Harry walks backward to the door behind him.
You know, I hope you're not this rude to your driver.
Prisha opens the door behind her.
Anyways, nice talking to you. Maybe we'll run into each other again.
Harry opens the door behind him.
Yeah, maybe. And this time I'll randomly show up at the bottom of your building stairs.
I don't know about that. My brothers are quite the notorious bouncers. One of them actually is.
Even better. I want to own a bar someday. I'm sure I'll hit it off with them.
You really do talk too much. See ya.
See ya.
Both doors click shut. After several seconds, both doors burst open, with Harry running down the stairs a few steps and Prisha running towards the bottom of the steps. They both stop at the same time. Cut to black. Begin end credits.
Thank you to our wonderful actors. That was such a great job.
Yes.
Keelan?
Yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you to the actors for volunteering their time and their talent. Thank you to Jay for volunteering this piece for us to workshop and read. And thank you to all of you at home for just being able to participate. And I hope that you'll be able to participate in the workshop that's coming up. Please join us and we'll have a wonderful discussion with the writer, as well as the writer of Loyal Betrayal, Tom Huang, who will be joining us for that. We'll enjoy a brief intermission and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much, everyone. And scene.
We are rolling. Ginger, let me know when you're ready.
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Keelan Bowers, and I'm the Film Lab's Unfinished Works co-coordinator. Film Lab is a nonprofit organization that's been working to create racial and gender parity in the entertainment media space for the past 22 years, since 1998. Unfinished Works is a program where we provide a workshop to diverse and cutting-edge screenplays and writers, and the script we'll now read to you will be performed by members of the Film Lab's actor directory.
Hi, I'm Ginger Ethan Chen, and I'm the co-coordinator for Unfinished Works. I would love to introduce to you the cast of this lovely reading: Johnny Wu, Regina Tsai, Veronica Dang, Joe Tex, and last but not least, our lovely, lovely narrator, Francesca Mackenzie. And now we will begin our table read of Loyal Betrayal by Tom Huang.
Exterior, Manzanar Internment Camp, late afternoon. Eric waits in line. He raises his arm and stares at the tag dangling from his wrist with his name typed on it. An angry tear escapes from his eye. He's shocked when he's jostled forward by someone behind him.
Hey, Jap Dreamer, let's keep it moving.
Eric angrily spins around to see Sam, 28 to 32, Caucasian MP camp guard, cocky and short-tempered.
Don't push me.
Oh, are you giving me lip, Jap boy?
Eric balls his fist when Mike, 20s, American, nice guy MP, steps in between them, picks up Eric's suitcase.
You're okay, guy. Sam here didn't mean nothing. Here, I'll help you with your stuff.
Good.
Eric takes his suitcase and walks over to the long line at the registration table. Dissolved to interior, residential barrack later that day. Eric steps into a cramped living space with 4 cots next to each other and 2 hanging bed sheets in the back being used as a partition. Sitting at the table, staring ahead, is Frank Kanata, 58 to 64, once strong, now depressed. His right eye cloudy from glaucoma. He drinks homemade shochu from a jar with empty jars strewn about. Eric awkwardly waits for a moment.
Someone there? Oh.
Hi, I'm Eric. I think I was assigned to this building.
I'm Frank. Sorry, I just had this glaucoma thing and it screwed my eyesight. Damn camp here doesn't even have a doctor who could treat it, so it's just getting worse.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. I had to sit around all day rotting like a piece of fruit. You got a bad deal, man. Bad deal.
Yeah, for sure. So, where do I put my stuff?
What? Which apartment they assigned you to?
4.
Yeah, that's on the other side of the barrack. This is apartment 1. We got 2 families in here already. Those bed sheets hanging over there, they're supposed to be a wall.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Hey, before you go, can you do something for me? You like sochu?
Sometimes.
Well, some cooks from the mess halls make their own booze out of potatoes. It's all a secret, you know, on account they don't let you have booze here, but
Okay.
So they're supposed to have a batch of ready today, and if you don't get it there early, people snatch them all up. Hey, you mind going over to the general store and telling my wife Eleanor to grab a few sochu jars after her shift?
Sure, I guess.
Thanks. You're a good egg. Store's just on the next block. I'd go, but, you know, my damned eyesight. Really, I just don't feel like doing nothing anymore.
Eric, not knowing what to say, leaves. Exterior, Manzanar campgrounds moments later. As Eric wanders through the barracks looking for the general store, we hear his voiceover.
This whole thing's looking worse by the minute. Getting thrown out in the desert like trash, so nobody has to see what they're doing to us. This makes a guy really wanna. I'll drink of water.
Eric has stopped to look at exterior, general store, continuous. Standing outside of the store, smoking on her break, is Eleanor Hanada, 38 to 42, ambitious and hard as nails as she is pretty. Eric approaches her and she gives him the once-over.
Hello?
Hello yourself.
You know where I can find Eleanor?
Depends who's looking.
If it's you, then I'm definitely looking.
Slow down, Tiger. You know, there are speed limits in California.
Only if I get caught.
Well, I'm not chasing you. Unless there's a reward.
I guess I'll ask your husband. He's the one that sent me here.
Oh, why'd you have to ruin a good thing?
So you're saying there's a thing?
You figure it out. So, mister, what exactly are you doing here?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew why any of us are even here.
That's for sure.
Actually, I'm here because I ended up placed in your building, and your husband asked me to find you.
Let me guess. He wants me to get him some booze.
Yeah, said something about the Sochu batch coming out.
Right. I guess the last batch wasn't enough.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, you want some coffee? My shift's just about done.
Sure.
Eric follows Eleanor into the general store. Interior general store moments later. The small store is crammed with various goods from food to hardware to clothing. A few shoppers mill about as Eleanor pours coffee for Eric. She discreetly reaches under the counter and produces a spoonful of sugar and slowly, almost sensually, pours it into Eric's cup.
Oh, I don't need that.
No. You'll find out sugar is scarce in camp, so enjoy it. There's always a little sugar to go around, if you know the right people.
Wow. Isn't that sweet?
Aren't you, Groucho Marx? Maybe you can be the first Japanese comic to play on Gene Autry.
Yeah, if I want to get rounded up and hogtied.
They chuckle at this, then look at each other for a beat, sensing chemistry. Eleanor glances down at her watch. Oh, well, my shift is over. I could show you around for a bit if you want.
Okay.
Swell. I'll meet you outside. Exterior campgrounds, moments later. Eleanor leads Eric around the busy camp as internees go about their daily business. Basically, there are a bunch of blocks of barracks that each have their own mess halls and bathrooms. You're supposed to stick with your own block, but everybody mixes it up. Some mess halls, for sure, have better cooks and food than others. Like over there. That's Mess Hall 10. Food there is okay. Eric glances at Mess Hall 10, seeing a long line of people.
Is there always a line like that?
Yeah, you gotta line up early in case something runs out. Mess Hall 5 has the best food, though. Let me tell you, the few times you get some hard chunk of beef, the cook there really knows how to stew it, so you almost forget it's grade B. Gotta get in line early over there, though, or you won't get in until they close.
Good to know.
Let's see. On the far side of camp are the admin and MP buildings. Hospital over there. Say, what kind of work were you doing before you got here?
Reporter for the Nichibei in San Fran.
Oh, that's interesting. We got kind of a newspaper here, too. They call it the Manzanar Free Press.
Ironic name.
Oh, look who's here. The prettiest Jap in Manzanar.
Eleanor puts on a stiff smile and turns to Sam, the rough MP from earlier. Eric's jaw grinds when he recognizes Sam. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Oh, just finishing my shift. You get reconsider my offer to bust out of this joint and run away with me?
I'll ask my husband. He'll probably have something to say about it.
Just let me know, honey. I'll be waiting. What are you looking at, buddy?
We met earlier. Didn't turn out well.
Sorry to hear that. This seems to happen a lot with me in this place. Anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on you, Eleanor.
Sam leaves. Eleanor's face drops into contempt. Hate that guy. He's an evil bastard. Stay away from him.
I actually discovered that earlier. Why do you even talk to him?
You have to be nice to certain people to help get things you want around here. He helps grease the wheels, so I make like I'm friendly with him.
Yeah? How friendly?
Eleanor slaps him in mock outrage. Shut your trap, mister. Well,
I better grab some soju for Frank before he dies of non-alcoholism. See you around?
I'm guessing. We live in the same barrack after all.
All right, then. And hey, if you need anything, just whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?
Eleanor smiles and walks away. Eric watches her leave, then turns to explore the camp. Interior, Eric's new barrack later. Eric walks into his barrack apartment, which is jammed with 8 cots. A few Japanese American men, including Taka, sit on their cots reading or staring at the ceiling.
Hey, I'm the new guy, so I guess this empty cot is mine.
The men nod. As Eric walks over to his cot and starts unpacking, Georgina, 40s, over-friendly and talkative, enters, notices Eric and approaches him.
Hello there, you must be Eric. Welcome to Building 12, Block 7. I'm Georgina. Good to know ya.
Sure. How'd you know my name?
Oh, I'm block captain, so I check up on new arrivals every day and saw your name. Yeah, things are pretty good in here. Everyone's nice. Just keep your stuff in the area around your cot.
Eric examines the cot, which is basically a cloth bag stuffed with straw.
This is what we're sleeping on? It's just a bag of straw.
Yes, that's our bed, all right. Ha, you get used to it.
No, you don't.
Oh, don't listen to Taka. He's always griping about something or the other. Say, can I interest you in joining me at the next Japan-American League meeting tomorrow night?
I don't know. What's that about?
Well, you know, the JAL is all about helping America with this war and protect our freedoms.
Eric glances over at Taka, who shakes his head.
You mean like putting us in these camps?
This is all about us doing our part for the war. And there's still so much we can do while we're here. So what do you say, Patriot?
Yeah. Let me think about it.
Okay. Well, I'll be around if you have any other questions. See you around.
Eric nods and Georgina exits. Eric moves things around his cot until Georgina pops her head back in.
Hey, buddy, someone out here is looking for you. If I were you, I'd go out and talk to her.
Georgina leaves. Eric thinks, then steps outside. Exterior, Eric's barrack. Moments later, Eric steps out to see Eleanor waiting for him, smoking a cigarette and holding a cold bottle of beer.
Hey there, Tiger. Thought I'd bring you a welcome to the barracks beer.
I thought alcohol was banned here.
It is, unless you know someone.
Thanks. I'm going to fall asleep on those bags of straw Uncle Sam so thoughtfully provided. I'll probably need something stronger.
You'll have to ask Frank about that. He's been the expert in booze lately. So, you're a reporter, huh?
Yeah. Actually was on assignment in Kansas City when all hell broke loose with Pearl Harbor. Didn't really want to come back to the West and deal with getting rounded up like cattle to slaughter.
So why did you come back? The lure of an all-expense-paid vacation at the Manzanar Desert Camp Resort too strong for you?
Yeah. I got sick of being in a comfortable, normal bed. Actually, I tried holding out for as long as I could, but I was getting word people were breaking into houses and taking stuff. So I headed back to make sure I could stash my things and do something about my parents' old house.
Same with us. We had people circling our place like vultures, wanting to buy our stuff for nothing.
It's like people didn't care about what happened to us. My neighbors, people I thought I knew, suddenly just turned on me. Like this one guy was lowballing me on the house, and I told him to get lost. He got sore, and he said he would just trash it after I left, and there was nothing I could do about it. You know what? That bastard was right. Just gets me so mad. How can people be so goddamn cruel? And all I could do was take it. Take it like a helpless little kid.
Eric, his fist so tight it tears into his skin, is now so tense he has to let it out. He turns to the barrack wall to punch it, but Eleanor grabs his arm.
Easy, Tiger. Those barrack walls may be cheap wood, but they could still mess up a guy's hand pretty good. Frank's already broke his.
Eric lowers his fist, looking down at Eleanor's hand clutching his arm. Eleanor's hand lingers, creating some sexual tension. She lets go.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I'm with you. We were living it pretty good before this. But you know what? I still believe in America. I'm looking to get back to buying fur coats, driving a caddy, and all that good stuff, living the American dream. Anyway, this has been a hoot. Hey, they're turning Mess Hall 10 into some kind of nightclub tonight. You want to go? We got this girl who I hear puts on a good show.
Yeah?
Sure. Like around 9. What do you say?
Yeah. Okay.
See you around then, Tiger.
Eleanor watches Eric. Eric watches Eleanor leave, swinging his beer.
Of all the places to find an interesting broad, wish she wasn't so married. Well, let's see where this takes us.
Eric turns and goes back to his barrack, and we dissolve to interior Manzanar Mess Hall later that night. In a music club setting, close up on woman singing.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in.
The mess hall has been converted into a club with a stage where Mary, 17, elegantly dressed with a voice like Billie Holiday, sings to the popular Don't Fence Me In to a crowd of dressed up internees.
They did a pretty swell job making the mess hall feel a little bit like a club. From what I've heard around camp, this high school girl, Mary Namora, has a voice so swell they call her the songbird of Manzanar. Plus, it's a chance for people to have a few hours to forget the fact they were trapped in a prison camp.
Eric sees Eleanor, dressed up for a night out, sitting at a table with some other onlookers, swaying to the music.
For me, seeing Eleanor all dolled up, well, that can make me forget about a lot of things. Now that's a tragedy. Pretty dame like you without a date.
What's a girl with a drunk, depressed husband to do?
Maybe I can step in and we can play house.
Well, didn't I tell you to slow down before?
Well, I hear you like to drive fast.
Well, maybe I like to drive alone.
Well, I'm not saying get in the car with me. Maybe we can drive side by side.
Well, no, I'm not sure what you're asking.
Well, how about just the dance?
Give me a minute to think about that.
Eleanor stands up.
That was an awful fast minute.
Like you said, I like to drive fast.
Eric guides her to the dance floor, and as Mary continues to sing, Eric and Eleanor dance. Dissolve to interior, kitchen crawl space basement, later. Under the floorboards of the mess hall is a crawl space homemade basement, which is dark, save for the light coming through the slats from above. A trap door above opens up, and Eleanor leads Eric down a ladder to the basement floor. They're alone.
Pretty swell, huh? The cooks built this little basement to get some more space and have a place to hang out. They make soju down here and play cards. And I sometimes come here at night because it's the only place in this whole goddamn camp I could get some privacy.
Eleanor crawls to some laid-out blankets, and Eric crawls over to sit next to her. She pops open a jug of homemade shochu, shares a drink, then leans back and stares up at the floorboards, watching the shadows of people above them as Mary sings that old black magic.
I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame.
So, how'd you end up with Frank?
Well, I was pretty young, still in college, met him at a family party. He was a lot older, but a sweet talker. Showered me with gifts, took me to nice dinners. That really impressed me at the time, so, one thing led to another, and I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
So we had our kid, and then over the years, he was just working all the time, and he got old, and I got bored. And now we're stuck in this camp. He's going blind, depressed, and can't work, so he just sits around and drinks. And I got me a job in camp. Now I'm the breadwinner in the house, and he hates that. So he's just terrible to be around.
Well, I suppose I'd be the same considering.
Maybe. Anyway, we lost everything after the executive order, the house, the business, the car, our lives. We had the American dream, and now it's gone, just gone, and there wasn't anything we can do. I guess it's just, shikata ga nai. It can't be helped.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. It could have been helped if someone just stepped up for us, our neighbors, our Congress, our president, anyone. There was a time I thought I was an American like everyone else. I guess not.
Eleanor puts a hand on Eric's arm to comfort him. He looks down at her hand as she gently squeezes him.
I've been looking for something, someone to connect with, to make me feel something good again. It's just been so long, it seems.
Eleanor leans in close to Eric and they kiss. Eleanor climbs on top of Eric and they kiss and undo each other's clothing. Eric gasps in passion and Eleanor puts her hand over his mouth to quiet him. Eleanor starts moaning and Eric covers her mouth and they have passionate sex, covering their mouths as Mary's song comes to a crescendo.
Round and round I go in a spin, loving the spin that I'm in, under that old black magic called love.
Eric and Eleanor collapse into each other.
And scene. Good job, everyone.
Awesome. Yes, come on back, come on back. That was wonderful, you guys. I just want to say thank you to the actors for volunteering their time and talent. Thank you, Tom, for volunteering this piece of writing. It was wonderful. And also thank you to all of you at home that took your time to spend your Friday with us, who have joined us remotely. Please join us at the workshop to hear more about this piece and a brief synopsis about how this continues, and also to participate in a discussion with Tom, the writer. Ginger, do you have anything to add?
And we'll also be with Jay Mehta, who wrote The Strangers.
Yes, Jay Mehta will also be there. So it'll
Conversation between writers and between all the participants of the workshop.
It is Saturday, right? I'm not crazy.
It's Friday.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be on Friday. Friday the 8th.
No, I'm saying today is Saturday. You keep saying thank you for spending Friday with us.
Johnny.
Bonnie.
We're going to cut this part out.
Yeah.
No, we're screening this on Friday.
Okay.
This is
Oh, I see. You're saying, I see.
Editing with Johnny.
Friday for the 18th.
Why?
I was like, bro, come on, man. It's Saturday. It says Saturday right here.
We're acting. This is the most we can do.
Pandemic Saturday.
We will try to use the end slate for, we're not going to try to do that.
We will be back after a brief intermission. Thank you all so much for participating.
Yeah.